Prey by John Prescott. Read by Wayne June. This book is a work of fiction, except for the parts that are real and happening right now. Then I saw a mighty angel coming down from heaven, surrounded by a cloud with a rainbow over his head. His face shone like the sun, and his feet were like pillars of fire. And in his hand was a small scroll which he had unrolled. He stood with his right foot on the sea, and his left foot on the land, and he gave a great shout like the roar of a lion. And when he shouted, the 7 thunders answered. When the 7 thunders spoke, I was about to write, but a voice from heaven called to me.
Keep secret what the 7 thunders said. Do not write it down.
Revelation chapter 10, verses 1 through 4. Vatican City stood dark and still. Nighttime now, and no lights shined down the illustrious streets. The river that ran its faithful course around the religious capital of the world now lay almost still, its waters black as pitch. No radio transmissions issued. Attempts to contact the city or island officials went unanswered. From around the world, hundreds of incoming calls rang Vatican City offices, and they all fell on dead ears. Reports stated that the Pope's guard had disappeared. Understandably enough, the world didn't much like that news. Despite the silence, despite the stillness, things stirred yet. As night fell on the Vatican, one of the things woke. This one tried to emerge earlier, too early, and hadn't been able to suffer the light of day. The sunlight had burned with its touch, and the thing had fled the day to nurse its wounds in the cold, deep recesses of the Vatican. Now, the thing moved again. It was hungry like never before. Alone for now, the thing walked the long, still hallways, surveying the bodies. It had claimed some of these lesser men for itself. Their bright-colored uniforms now sported even brighter blood splatters, where the material wasn't ripped to meaningless rags. The thing stepped over bodies and moved to the central chamber. Here lay the religious world's most beloved leader. He was dead now, a heart attack following the trumpet blast. The things drank his blood after it stopped pumping before it ran cold, and his body remained little more than a dried husk. Looking down at the old dead man, the thing let out a low hiss, grinning with glee. "You were wrong, old friend," it whispered in the darkness. "How stupid have we all been? It is time to set the record straight. It is our time. Our new leader will guide us, and our bellies will be full forevermore." Quickly growing bored, the thing walked away from the dead husk on the floor, the husk that had been the Pope just the day before. The thing still bore the scars of the crosses it had shed moments after the trumpet sounded so many hours before. The crosses burned worse than the sun. But it didn't matter now. Let God lay his petty curses on this thing and its 300 counterparts. Even in life, this thing had grown tired of the same old symbols, and it welcomed its new form. The new leader was stronger. He wouldn't tarry around with half-hearted promises. He would take control, and he would act, and the world would be theirs for the taking. The Pope's guard, the few of it who remained anyway, now awaited their fates held captive. They would make a fine meal. The thing grinned at the thought of dining upon those lily-white bodies, while God looked down upon the mockery and did nothing. The thing gazed down at itself, twisting and turning as it marveled at the changes. Its skin shone pallid and flawless, save for the hateful cross-shaped scars, alongside its maroon robes. Claw-like nails now extended from elongated fingers. It ran its tongue across its lips and felt the sharp teeth with fangs. It reveled at its own beauty, and it hissed aloud in triumph. It was time to wake the others. It was time.